All right, awesome. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. All right, if you have not been to one of our workshops before, we usually like to start out by telling everyone to please put your name and your contact information in the chat. So that could be an email address, a website, a phone number, a social media handle, however you want people to get a hold of you. It's a great opportunity to, obviously network with each other, but, you may find some new clients on here. You may find some business owners that you may want to collaborate with at some point. So please go ahead and put that in the chat. I believe everyone is able to download the chat towards the end, so you can kind of grab all of that information, for your files. So we'll just take a few, maybe 2 minutes to kind of get that going. I already see a few people putting that in there. Thank you. Another thing, if you are able to see your name under participants, I believe earlier I saw someone under iPhone. Please go ahead and rename yourself, or at least, again, put your information in the chat so we know who you are. That way we can kind of keep track of who's attending. And, maybe somebody missed your information and we can kind of help you out with that connection. So go ahead and do that. Awesome, thank you. I see some repeat folks here.
Oh, Jahida, I see Denise Harden. She bakes stuff. Let me tell you. I know this ain't shout out time, but
it's okay.
Anything me and my wife do, we use Denise Harden. She'll make you a build cake. She'll make you cook. I mean, and it's fire. It's like never any cookies left. Never. I mean, it's if y'all have any event coming up, just use Denise one time. Everybody who use her once, they just use her all the time for everything. She makes you a balloon archway, shout out.
Wow. All right, Denise, make sure you put your information in there because Duncan already shouted you out. So there's definitely some potential money you can get from this call.
It's in there. Thank you, Duncan.
All right, awesome. Let me just see if there's anything else we've missed. Okay, no, I think we're good so far. All right, so we do not want to waste anyone's time. So we're just gonna kind of jump right into things. Again, if you have not been here before, you have not been graced by Duncan's intro to our workshops. So for anyone that is not familiar, Duncan is an awesome partner of ours here at the Enterprise Center at Paston. And so he really helps us with all of the outreach to get everyone to join our workshops, to make sure that we're providing as much educational resources to the small business owners in our community as possible. So myself, Jahida Zapata, I'm the Deputy Director here at the Enterprise Center at Paston, and my colleague Marisol Gomez, which is also on the call. She's one of our business development officers. So we are here in Buffalo, but we also have an office in Rochester, as well as Puerto Rico, and eventually we will be expanding at some point. So I'm sure you're going to see a few folks on here that kind of reside within some of those regions or even outside of those regions. So again, kind of the opportunities here are pretty limitless. So Duncan, take it away.
Awesome. Well, good evening, everybody. Sorry I'm not at home in my studio with my nice camera and stuff. I'm in a hotel in Galesburg, Illinois. I'm going to do a presentation for some teachers tomorrow, like 400 teachers. But I wanted to just jump on here first and say thank you for joining the call. Really appreciate that you are investing time and energy into your own business. Second, if you are able to turn your cameras on, we would love to see your faces, right? When, I'm a presenter, and, when you present, it's hard to have that energy exchange and that, that vibe when you're looking at a bunch of boxes with random names on them. You know what I mean? So if you would, it's okay if you got your bonnet on, you cooking dinner, you got the baby on your arm, like whatever you're doing, we come as we are. We real here. You don't got to front for nobody, right? But again, seeing the faces makes it just that much better. And you don't got a normal presenter today. Nah, bruh. This ain't something normal. Like, let me tell you, 56 people register. It's 32 people on the call. that means 20-something people, they about to miss out. They had an opportunity and they about to miss out because this dude, his full-time job, his organization's mission, he just explained to me, is helping minority, and I don't want to steal all his thunder, but I'm just saying it because it was fire and I remembered it. Their full-time mission is helping minority, women, and small-owned businesses. Am I saying that right? Minority, women, close enough. Okay, get to $1 million in sales. That's their mission. So you know how every day you got a mission, you know, I gotta get the kids on the bus. I gotta, you know what I'm saying, make sure we make a little extra money today, post on social 4 times. Their mission is getting minority businesses to $1 million. So, and not through no shenanigans, just straight understanding sales, business, how to talk to people, how to make the ask. So like, this is one of the workshops. If you driving, okay, if you're driving, don't do it. But if you're not driving, you should be taking notes. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, this is, he gonna give you straight game. But also, I just want to say, listen, I work with a lot of businesses, a lot of school districts, and I tell you, the thing that separates the people who are winning from the people who just barely surviving, trying to make use their side hustle to make a couple dollars versus people who turn it into a real business, the difference is taking advantage of opportunities, right? Follow through. Right. So when you on this call, don't just be on here like, oh, I went to a business call, I feel good now. Actually take in the information, take the steps to go and like put the information to use. That's it. It's not rocket science, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, what if I can tell you right now that if you do everything he tell you, you take all the notes, within 3 months, you're gonna double how much money you make in sales. That'd be good, right? That'd be pretty dope, right? Well, half of y'all not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna get on the call, you're gonna be like, oh, I went to a business call, I feel good. And then the other half is gonna actually do it, and then that money gonna be going up, and before you know it, you're gonna see them on the little 43 North bidding wars, getting money grants, getting record, and you're like, why I can't get that? Nah, take advantage of opportunities. That's number one I want to tell y'all. The second thing is, Jahida don't like to talk about money. All right, but this, when I text y'all, when I emailed y'all, I wanted you to be clear. They have specific money at their nonprofit that they loan to Black and minority and women-owned businesses. And it's just for Buffalo and Rochester. So if you like, man, I really need an extra 10 G's to get a new freezer from my kitchen, you can hit Jahida up and they can help you through the process and then give you the money. They'll help you through the application. They got debt people to help you. They got consultants that help you with your website, all for free, and then give you the money. That's what I'm saying. You might say, my 10,000 ain't doing nothing for me. I'm trying to buy this next building. I need 200,000. They got that. It's literally just sitting there waiting for you to apply for it. And they got people that'll help you through the process to make sure you get it. And not just here's the money, good luck. They're gonna help you make more money so that you could pay it back. And it's like, so like y'all a team with it. Does that make sense, y'all? That's their mission at the Enterprise Center at Pathstone. So that's why they do these trainings, because they want to help the businesses keep leveling up and growing, because that's their mission. Does that make sense, y'all? Thumbs up, y'all with me? All right, I know I'm not a speaker for today, so I'm gonna shut up here, but I just wanted to say, give y'all some good vibes. I see Ms. Dockery on there. Hey, Ms. Dockery. You know, I just wanted to give y'all some good vibes, wish y'all well. And like I said, please take advantage of this opportunity. Like this is the big leagues, y'all. This is the big leagues. You feel me? Like you get the information, you get access to money. Some of y'all got real crappy websites. Some of y'all websites is real crappy. And you like, I don't know how to do a website. I can't afford a web designer. Pathstone, the Enterprise Center, Pathstone, they'll pay somebody to help you fix your website. You like, man, my credit is jacked up. They got people they already paid that'll help you fix your credit. See, y'all not okay. Jahida, take it over. I'm done. Like, I'm just trying to get y'all to take advantage of the opportunities, man. Let's get it.
Thank you, Duncan. So again, like I said, Duncan is definitely the one who gets us going on these workshops. So if you're not hype after that, I really don't know what to tell you. But we are going to go ahead and take it over with Derrick, Mr. Derrick Duplessy.
Hey, everybody. It's really good to be with you. Jahida, congrats on the promotion. So happy and proud that I saw that come across my LinkedIn. I was like, well deserved. You know, you're just a pro at everything you do, and I'm glad to be here once again. Duncan, dropping the knowledge, dropping the science, almost dropping the hammer on me. I felt convicted. So I appreciate that. Now, I just want to show some love. You know, Nia, you got the good hair, looking good like you should. Hopefully you're pulled over. Maida, good to see you. We got iPhone in the house. I don't know who iPhone is, but welcome. Good to see you. Kayla's in the house. I see you. It's been a while, Kayla. Dawn's in the house. Minister Betty Flood is in the house. God bless. We got the Secret Keepers, Keto, Roz, Heaven. Oh, wow, that's a really nice name. Anissa, Courtney. I don't know who A. Parker is, but Miss Parker. Purnima, big ups to you. Everybody, I just want to show y'all some love. So I'm Derrick Duplessy. I run Duplessy Foundation. We're a nonprofit and we focus on sales. So over the last few years, we've helped our business owners grow 227% every single year if they finish our program. Just to make that concrete for you, if you're making 50K right now, you finish our program, you'll make 150K. So how do we do that? We provide sales coaching and we help you with the tools that you need to actually have a repeatable sales process, not something where it's like helter-skelter, you're doing one thing today, you're trying a new strategy, all that kind of stuff. We help you get consistent. Our mission, like Duncan was saying, is to help 1,000 women, immigrant, or minority business owners get to $1 million per year by 2040. Last year in 2022, we got Marie St. Cyr, fellow Haitian in your home state of New York, to $1 million. In 2021, she was at 48K. And her business is a mural business. She paints murals at schools, $1 million. This year, we got Gourmet Creole. So I don't know if there's any Haitians in the group, but it's a Haitian food truck based in the Boston area, and they're gonna do well over $2 million this year. So we wanna get 998 more people to that threshold, and y'all could be some of it. Now, we're gonna make this an action-packed session. So we're going to start with someone who wants to volunteer. We're gonna do 10 minutes of sales coaching right now. Put your name in the chat, say, I want the coaching, or, you could just type one, if you, if you want to keep it simple, and we will pick you. Okay, D, love it. D, we're going to pick you because you were on it like a bonnet. So D, we're going to unmute you, and we're going to talk all about your business.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, D. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, yes.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some key questions. This should be a lot of fun.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I guess. I didn't think I would respond so fast, but okay. That's what I get, all right.
Okay.
I want to point out there though, I just noticed who D was when I looked in the chat. So Deanna, Miss Pippin here, was actually one of our winners for She Means Business, I believe it was about 2 years ago, right?
It was actually last year.
Last year, I'm sorry. So yeah, so she's been very active with doing a few of these pitch competitions. So she's got some stuff going on for her.
Thank you,
D, we're about to find out.
Okay.
Okay, 5 questions for you. Question 1, can you describe your business in 10 words or less?
Yes. Or you want to go ahead and do it?
Yes, ma'am.
One-stop shop for baking supplies and needs. Oh goodness, I don't have my notebook, but that's pretty much it.
Okay. One-stop shop for baking supplies and needs. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. For who?
for local bakers and treat makers in the Western New York area and Southern Ontario.
Okay, so we're gonna have to refine that a little bit so that we can include the for who, but
Yes.
I'm not mad, okay?
Okay.
Because that matters. Because if you're saying it to everybody, then you're saying it to nobody. But I like that you knew right away for who. Okay, describe your ideal customer.
Male or female in the metropolitan Buffalo, New York area who is in a medium income of about $60,000, who may or may not use baking as a side hustle or main hustle, who needs to go to a supplier for cake boxes, sprinkles, other baking supplies that, you know, Walmart, Amazon, or Michael's don't already have on hand.
Okay, the may or may not, I'm not feeling it. Why is it
Okay.
may or may not?
Because some people like myself, because I'm a self-taught baker, I have a full-time
Mhm.
job and I use baking as a side hustle. That isn't my main thing versus some people I know in the baking circles, they use baking as their primary source of income. Not even just, you know, individuals, businesses as well, restaurants,
Yeah.
other, you know, bakeries in the area such as that.
I would say you need to boo up and really focus on one person. If it's the hobby person, that's a totally different business than somebody who's actually trying to grow a side hustle into a real business.
Okay.
Okay. Like my homegirl, Kayla. I think she's trying to grow her side hustle into a real business. Sure, she might holler at you for one of her cakes.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What's your best offer?
Ooh.
Mhm.
I would when the store is, you know, once the store is up and running, I plan on having a customer loyalty program in which, you know, customers who come in, you gain points by the number of dollars you spend in the store.
I'm sorry, that is not an offer.
That is not
That is that's a program, but an offer is I'll give you something if you give me something. So what are you giving me besides points?
I am giving you I guess I have to research that some more.
We can let that marinate.
Okay.
Now, where will you find customers consistently?
I guess the ideal answer is, you know, online, word of mouth.
Uh-oh. You
The
said some cuss
location.
words.
Uh-oh, I'm cussing.
You said cuss words. In our world, word of mouth is banned because
Okay.
the words and the mouths are not something you can control.
Okay.
Right? So if somebody speaks about you and says, you know, just like earlier, Duncan was talking about Denise, right? Can
Yes.
Denise ask Duncan to do that every day for her?
No. I mean, she could, but that don't mean he would. I get what you're saying.
That's why word of mouth is something since we can't control it, we can't move it up or down. We're just not going to rely on it.
I like that. Okay.
Okay. So the key here is figuring out, and online is too vague. The key here is figuring out where are your customers hanging out all the time and consistently, and how can you get some of them from that place? Okay. But we'll talk about that in a second. Last question. How will you turn those interested customers into buyers consistently?
Having competitive prices on my products and making sure I, you know, stay, you know, just at, you know, make sure I'm making a profit, but make sure I'm not, you know, charging, I guess, too much for specific products.
Forgive my French. If it's a price battle, you will lose because what is the least price? Free.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
There's
Okay.
there's always a battle to who could go lowest, and that's a losing battle.
Okay.
So this is where your offer really comes in.
Got it.
So let me ask you this. I'm asking you these questions. You just met me. What are you thinking that is your sticking points in the questions that I asked?
I guess you're trying to determine, I guess where I'm at as far as knowing how to sell something and gain customers. That's what I'm gauging from it.
Mm. Well, that's true. You're sort of analyzing me, but in terms of your answers to these questions, what question you're like, oh, you know what? I need a better answer for that.
I honestly need a better answer for all of them, which is why I am here, and I'm okay with that. I honestly need a better answer for all of them. I'm not even gonna lie to myself about it. I got to be honest with myself about it. I really do.
Okay, now I want to help you. Okay. So you've had customers already, right? Or is this a business with no revenue?
This is a business with no. I'm still in the process of opening up the business.
Okay. Okay. Now, just so you know, I know Pathzone and Duncan and Jahida are gonna say you need to have all your P's and Q's all together, get your LLC, file for this, file for that. But for me, you're not in business until you make $1.
Got it.
Okay, you make $1, you're in business. Okay. So I would encourage you to make that first dollar.
Okay.
As quickly as possible, because that's when you're going to learn the most. Okay. Now, imagine somebody you know in real life who would actually buy from you. Do you know? Have you imagined this person?
Yes.
Okay. What do you know about this person? If they were your ideal customers, what can you tell me about this person?
This person uses baking as a side hustle. This person needs
what do they do? What do they make?
They make custom cakes.
Okay, good. They make custom cakes. Go ahead.
This person needs a location to purchase, sometimes items that are always on hand, cake boards, cake boxes, edible images, sprinkles, certain ingredients that aren't available at, Tops or Wegmans that are exclusive to this particular location.
Oh, you see how specific you're getting now?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so out of all those things, what is one thing that they would be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you have it?
A cake box.
Okay. What is a cake box?
For transportation. Once I'm done making the cake for you, I just can't put it in my seat. I got to put it in something to get it to you safely and sanitary, bugs and the elements are secure.
Okay. If you were gonna make an offer to this cake maker for cake boxes, what would be your offer?
10 for 10.
10 cake boxes for $10.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. How could you make that even better offer?
12 for 10.
Nah. So think about it this way, right? I got to make a whole bunch of cakes for a big client. Can you deliver the cake boxes to me? Can you bring the cake boxes to me in a short notice? Because $10 is not a lot of money.
Okay. Yes,
right?
I can do all of those things. Yes.
Right. Can you customize the cake boxes?
I can. Yes, I can.
Okay. You see what I'm saying? Like people will pay a little bit more if you can solve more of the problem, or you can make the offer more attractive.
Okay.
Got that? Now, if you customize the boxes, how much would you sell that for?
Each box would probably be like just for sake of argument. I'm gonna say $5.
Okay, so 50 bones for 10 customized boxes. Okay, now we're cooking. We're getting somewhere. How much would it cost you to customize those boxes?
Probably $1.50
per box.
Yep.
Okay, so would you make $3.50 per box on profit?
Yes.
Okay. You like that profit?
Yeah, considering the amount of work I would have to do, yeah. Pretty much, something for nothing, pretty much.
All right. So do you see how when you're thinking about putting together your offer, you can see how it benefits both sides?
I got you. Okay.
Okay. Now, where did you find this person?
Facebook or well, pretty much just being in the local baking circles.
Okay. So is that like a baking group online? Is a baking group that gets together in person?
No, I think people there is like a one website, well, not one, like one site on Facebook a lot of bakers go to advertise, or you see
No.
there used to be
Where did
where
you
I
find
find this
this
person.
person?
I
Yeah.
found this person at a store that we used to have similar to the store I'm trying to open. It's
Okay.
at Federal Bakers is where I found this person.
Got you. So that tells you that maybe you go to bakers who don't want to do this and say, I could do this for your customers.
Okay. True. Okay.
See that?
Got it.
We want to make this easy for you, not hard.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now you got to think about how you're going to turn the customers of the bakers into your customers.
Okay.
Right? Now, I'll let you marinate on that, but I want to hear from the group as I'm working to coach. I'm forgetting your name here. Forgive me.
It's okay. D. Yeah.
D. What are y'all getting from this? I want to hear from y'all.
Well, I thought you was an actual place, and I was real excited because Federal Bakery closed.
Exactly.
But now I'm real sad.
It's coming. I got you. I promise it's coming. I got you. Thank you.
All right. Other folks, what are y'all learning? What are y'all seeing? Oh, okay. Let's get a little one. That's cute.
I'm learning that. Oh, sorry.
It's all good. Keep going.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say,
What's your name? I'm sorry. You're showing up as Secret Keepers, but I just don't know your name.
My name is Nina.
Nina?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Nina.
So I'm learning that like what started me off was when he asked her to put or describe her business in 10 words or less. Like that, the more you put into it can be simpler but better advertising.
Yes. Keto. Go ahead, Keto Hill.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, so first and foremost, I'm excited to know that all I got to do is ask for help and you can help me get to some money, because that's been my issue.
Okay.
I am a woman minority construction company, and my focus is to simply do site residential / commercial cleanup. That's my focus. I'm not trying to be all things to all people. I'm just trying to be the cleanup person to haul away what the workers don't have the energy to do anymore, because they're exhausted from doing a job.
Yes, of course.
So I need capital. I need help with getting a truck. I need help. Like, do I need to go down my laundry list, or do I just talk to you offline?
No, well, that's all Jahida, right? But I wanted to ask you, when you're seeing how I'm working with D on these questions, what comes up for you?
Network and accountability.
Okay, interesting. One more person. Oh, Denise is putting the seasoning. I love it. Putting the seasoning on this session. What are you taking away, seeing, knowing that you have to work on yourself watching me work with D?
I'll go if you don't have anybody.
I have you. Go ahead.
Okay. I think it's important to know what you sell, how much it costs you to sell it, and who your target market is. You have to be absolutely clear on that.
Mm. And why is that so important? Why is that so important from you watching this?
Because if you can't properly explain what you're going to sell, how can you sell it? I need to know
Wow.
exactly what I'm buying. And if you don't really know, I probably won't buy it.
Preach. Boom. I could just end the workshop now, right? Okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to ask all of you to answer these same exact questions. Okay. So I'm going to put a link in the chat for the next 10 minutes or so. You guys are going to answer literally the same exact questions. And if we do this right, you will receive a copy of your answers. So here we go. Let me just make sure I put it in the chat. Hello, hello. Okay, Maida, I see you. I'm gonna ask you, because you look like one of those wise, quiet people. I gotta ask you, Maida, what did you learn listening to other people and presenting your answers?
I was writing the question right now because I didn't fill out the whole form. So, so it's interesting how knowing your client will define how your sales pitch will be. That's something that I'm missing, and probably the people that we were discussing is we have a range, very high range of people that we want to reach out, but not necessarily our ideal client. And the second thing is marketing. A key item to how to integrate on the sales pitch, because most of our clients came from word of mouth, and we need to go there and chasing them, if we can say that.
Oh,
and
wow. Go ahead.
Why? And the
I'm
third
scared
one,
if you're chasing me, but go ahead.
okay, doesn't matter to find them, because right now, or they need to find you. So
Yeah.
how to make them to find us. And the other one is how to make people to be customer right away. Probably that's the third thing that we need to emphasize more. Ideal client, how to get there, find them, or they find us, and how to make them to be a consistent client, if we can say that.
Nice. Okay. Melissa, what did you learn presenting and listening to others present? Thank you, Maida.
Ooh-wee. Well, first of all, the excitement behind a business coming to fruition and opening a brick and mortar space within the next 12-ish months is phenomenal. So kudos to you for that. You know who you are. And then another person in our room who I shared my problem, which is reaching out and connecting with somebody at Southwest, and her responding with, oh, my brother-in-law is a pilot for Southwest. Let me reach out and see, see what can, transpire from trying to find a connection. So truly, you don't know who people know, right? That 1-2 degrees of separation is a real thing. So I'm super grateful for that time together, and also just having access to something like LinkedIn. So I can say, let me look at who I know, so I can connect you.
Okay, excellent. Maria, you had a question for me. Thank you, Melissa. I'm ready for you. Let's see if we can help many people with one question.
Okay, yes. My question is, with our business, it's a startup. And with it being a startup, we were told that we had to have a percentage as our down payment, but that's minus the working equity.
Okay,
So
interesting. What is your business?
it's a daycare center.
Okay.
And so it's a large project. So we're basically, we have the money to start it up. I'm sorry, to actually purchase the building with everything included. But then now we get to that point of they went from the SBA requested 9 months to a year of startup reserve, which that is impossible. Well, not impossible, but I don't know the magic tool to getting it.
Yes, yes.
And I've been looking for angel investors, you name it. Then they want you to partner up, but partner up is not, you may not be on the same level with someone else as far as what your vision of it is.
Yes. Well, it's like getting married or, some kind of serious relationship. You got to talk to a lot of frogs before they turn into a prince.
Absolutely.
Now, I do not advise you to spend and get loans, right? I want you to get that first dollar as quickly as possible. So, for example, if childcare business already exists, and then you could sprinkle your flavor on there as an extra provider, or you're providing a very specific program for that center, I would advise you to partner with a business that already exists and provide the same services, but you're increasing their capacity to do more rather than spending so much upfront and all of the, buying a building. Oof, that's a pain in the behind. So start where you are, use what you have. If you have
I did it for 15 years prior to me becoming an accountant for the city.
Okay. And so you're saying that you were doing a childcare business on the side as an accountant?
No. I actually ran a full-time daycare. And then, but I closed down, went back to work for the city because I dealt with a family member that was dealing with cancer.
Okay. Well, God bless them. Hopefully they're still with us. If not, God bless them and you for that work, because I know about that. I just lost a good friend. Now, you have actually a great unfair advantage. For somebody who doesn't know how to navigate the city and their daycare center, you would be perfect fit, right? You would say, here's what you need to do. I work for the city for so many years. I can help you, but let me run this part of the business, et cetera, et cetera. Again, you got to kiss a lot of frogs before you find that right connection. But I think you want to use your unfair advantage with your experience working with local government and work with a daycare center that already exists. Making your own, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that, but you might have that aspiration for 12 months from now, do all the things. But just so you can get some money coming in, you work with some folks that are really good at one aspect, but they're terrible at the aspect that you're really good at. That would be my advice. Miss Beth, what is your question?
I don't have a question. I have a comment for the lady that was just speaking. It's not my small business, but my daughter works for a company called Wonder School, and they help start up daycare providers and preschools. And I don't know the process, but maybe I could connect them together.
Thank you. And I'll put my information in the chat and you can reach out to me, and I really do appreciate it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Excellent. I'm hearing that Mary would like an introduction. I'm not sure if you want to be introduced to me or you want to be introduced to someone else.
To Beth's connection is
what. There you go. Okay, good. I love it. We're making connections here. So
okay, can you guys put your information in the chat and then I will connect with you. Thank you.
So this is the beautiful thing about sales. With marketing, we're like, I need to tell everybody and their mama about my service. But the challenge with marketing is that you don't know who's going to say, wow, this is great. They may or may not have the capacity to help you. But if you're thinking about this community, in the Pathstone community, there's plenty of people who want to help you. They're all business owners. They want to make connections. They understand how hard it is. And we're already seeing some beautiful things happen. So if you're intentional about who you're reaching out to, scheduling time to check in with them, I guarantee you're going to see a lot of paths that didn't exist before. Because getting the answers to these questions, there's two ways to do it. One is just figuring it out, trial and error. The second way is reaching out to business owners who are just ahead of you and asking them, what did you do to answer this question, to deal with this? How did you actually convert people who are interested to actual customers? How did you narrow down, your ideal customer, so it's not a general response? And I guarantee you, if you reach out to 5 to 10 business owners who are just ahead of you on the journey, you will get some of the pieces of your particular puzzle. Now, we're going to continue this journey together with you, because we're not the type of folks that have one workshop and call it a day. This is where, if I was to channel my inner Duncan, I would do this with even more verve and personality. So our goal, like I said, is to help all of y'all, if we can, get to that $1 million per year plateau. And so what we're going to do is we're going to follow up with you and help you come up with the game plan so that you can get clarity on these questions and help you, because once you get clarity, then it helps you have speed. And once you have speed in your actions, a lot more things can happen for you. So we're going to email each and every one of you, and we're going to follow up and see how we can help you get clarity on these questions. So I'd like to thank all of you for participating. If you didn't finish the form, please do so, because that's the way we can follow up with you. Otherwise, it's just not happening. Because if you can't fill out the form, it doesn't make sense for us to meet with you. So I'm really, really excited to see how you guys grow and evolve over this time. As an organization, we're literally willing to work with you for almost a year to get your stuff together. And the vast majority of the stuff that we do is free. The only thing you need to do is follow up and follow through. That's what we ask. It's a big ask because we know life gets in the way, etc. But if you follow up and follow through, I guarantee you your business will change and grow. So I'd like to thank Jahida, Mari, Charlene, Duncan. I don't know where you at. You probably bounced. He's preparing for his speech. But it's been a privilege and a pleasure. And do not stop today at connecting with other business owners, whether it's in the Pathstone community or just in your community. I guarantee you, if you ask them some of these questions, you're going to learn some things that will help you. So looking forward to continuing the journey together. I thank you once again, and I'll leave room for 1 to 2 questions, and then we'll just mosey on and carry on. Because I'm actually at a conference right now, and I got to follow up with some people on LinkedIn, and I got to record some videos for our coaching community. So I got things to do, but I'll leave room for 1 more question, because I know Jahida is going to end things in a very professional deputy director way. So 1 more question.
I don't want to take away from anyone's thunder. So I guess whoever has a question, go ahead and put it in the chat and we'll kind of call on the first person. But before Derrick leaves, I just want to put our website in the chat. Those of you that have not been to our website, you can get information on our lending products. We have a few products now. We only had one before, and now we have 4 total. So you know, it may be something that really suits your current needs. There's also information there regarding our technical assistance and just in general, you know, any kind of assistance you need. We'll also put our email addresses, myself and Marisol will put our email addresses in the chat so that you can also contact us if you have any questions. We have a few workshops coming up that have not been announced yet. So if you are not signed up for our newsletter as of yet, please do so. You can do that by accessing our website, and then you can kind of stay in the know of everything that's happening. Even if we're not the one presenting a workshop, we like to share our partners' workshops as well. So that's it for that. Marisol, thank you for putting that in the chat. And let's see who had a question. I want to see if I didn't miss anybody. I don't see a hand up, and I don't see a question yet in the chat. So anyone want to put a hand up or come off mute and ask your question?
I have a question. I was driving, so I couldn't put my hand up.
I figured. Go right ahead.
So this question is for Derrick. Derrick, when you reach out to us and we follow up with you and follow through.
Yes. Yes.
Do you actually provide, like, do you talk to each company individually and provide like a sales, like coaching strategy or a strategic plan?
So, because I am but one man, I will not do it in a one-on-one fashion.
Okay.
As we would say, that is not the best use of my time. It's like $1,000 per hour minimum.
Oh,
but
all right.
I will gather with the group and I'll work with everybody until you're satisfied. So let's say 20 of y'all come in, I will work with everybody individually until the group is satisfied that, okay, I know what I need to do next. But doing it one by one, 30 minutes, 1 hour, woof, I've done that already. I've been through the fire, but
okay.
You will not believe in an hour what we can get done.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Look forward to working with you.
I do as well. Thank you.
Awesome.
Looking
And
fabulous. And I'm glad you pulled over.
yes, please.
Okay.
Safety first, folks. And then we do have one more hand up. Fanta?
Yes. When Derrick initially introduced himself, he said that he works for a non-for-profit that focuses on helping businesses get to $1 million. How do we sign up for this, for your program? Are you accepting people from our area? Like those kind of questions.
Yes, you're already in the program right now, right? So it's as simple as, this is the thing that people are just like, word? All I gotta do is follow up and follow through. Yes, follow up and follow through. So practically what we'll do, we'll set up a time. I'll say, hey, everybody can come in at this time. We'll have a time where literally you just Q&A. And we go through these questions or whatever questions that you have and want to give you some clarity on the next steps. We'll have a checklist for you. And then my job is simply to make sure you've done the things on the checklist. So we'll do it that way because we're not going to try to do 17,000 things all at once. We're just going to focus at one thing at a time. And that's the path to $1 million, right? It's just making sure we do all the things one at a time, do them well. So that's how this is going to work. You know, you don't have to sign up for anything, and it's going to be on us to follow up with you, and then it's going to be on you to actually follow through. That rhymed.
Bars.
So once again, thank you. Look forward to working with you all. And thanks again to everybody at Pat Stone. Much love.
Thanks, Derrick. Everyone, have a great night. Thank you for joining.